Hey, it's Mike. I'm back. I'm ready to go. Thanks for sticking it out. What do we got here? We got Gary giving us some verses there. Okay. Hey, saying hi. Fake. Good to see you, Gary. Okay. Hey, you got blocked by him today. I quoted verse 4 of 18 in literature. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about our buddy there in a little bit. Uh, hey, it's Duke of Squirrels. Good to see you here. Fake human. Good to see you. Absolutely. With that waving that hand. Yep. There we go. And Contentment John. Good to see you. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. All right. Hey, so I got a few things I want to get to. We're gonna watch some videos. I want to talk. Get caught up on that on as the Loka turns. I'm going to talk about this guy running for governor. I can do a lot of stuff. So let's get right to this opening, and we'll see where we end up after this. Let's see. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello.
All right. So thanks for sticking that out. Hey, we got Jenna Morton. Jenna Morton, good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. And Fake Human running. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And running after that Kiwi. And snotting away. Snotting away. Okay, let me just mention the snot. So the snot, it comes from, I heard him mention about Radharani. There's a depiction of Radharani somewhere where she's got some snot hanging from her nose. Okay, I don't know where. I've never heard this, but evidently he read something or he saw something somewhere where Radharani's got snot coming out of her nose. Of course, you know he compares himself to everybody. He compares himself to Moses, Jonah, the whale, Jacob, Job, Jacob, Isaac, Abraham, Jesus, all the apostles, and Pilate too. He's everybody. So evidently he's Radharani too. He said that Radharani's got a snot hanging from her nose, and somehow it's transcendental, and that and I don't understand that. Nobody can understand it except him. Okay, so we got to the bottom of that. we got to the bottom of the snot, and I know I'm familiar where Prabhupada says with ecstatic symptoms that mucus starts to. I read somewhere about that. So somewhere Prabhupada addresses that. The tears, the crying, the hair standing up, the limbs coming in and going out, all that stuff. So anyway, so that's why. Anyway, that's the snotty. But before we really get into that, I came across some knitting cult lady, and I wanted to share that like I always do. And this is a good one. We're going to start with this one. Um, let's see, where is it? This one. It says it's the mission that gets people trapped. Okay, so here we go.
Today, for Devotions with Daniela, we are reading from the second book of Daniela, The Culting of America. This is chapter 3, The Transcendent Mission. Do it for the children. This is why people end up in cult-like groups. The mission. Imagine a world where diagnosing cancer and other serious diseases could occur with just a few drops of blood. It was indeed a noble and revolutionary mission that unfolded in Silicon Valley in 2003, one undoubtedly worth investing in and sacrificing for. This mission required a visionary leader to bring it to reality, and an unexpected candidate stepped forward. Instead of sparking doubt and demands for more evidence, her complete lack of qualifications seemed to work in her favor. How could a 19-year-old Stanford engineering dropout deceive individuals as renowned as Henry Kissinger, Jim Mattis, and Bill Clinton? The mere audacity of her presence seemed to legitimate the endeavor, winning over investors, board members, employees, and critics alike. The transcendent mission she offered became the tool she used to captivate them all, to create a world in which no one ever has to say goodbye too soon.
Ah, all right. Well, we got to deal with commercials one way or another. Here we go.
This young woman, who had been studying people from a young age, constructed a powerful imaginary world where countless medical tests could be run with just a few drops of blood, and deadly diseases could be diagnosed early and from home. It was a safe bet to assume that almost every prospective employee would have known someone who battled cancer or heart disease, struggled with diabetes, or simply loved a child traumatized by needles. She counted on the fact that anyone interested in working at a cutting edge medical and technological startup would be easily pulled in and motivated by the mission and the worldview she painted for them. Relying on secrecy and Silicon Valley's fake it till you make it culture, the organization fostered a toxic environment where employees were siloed and job security was a daily uncertainty. After a decade with the company, the chief scientist tragically took his own life under the pressure of a deposition. But even as Elizabeth Holmes's lies caught up with her and the company began to crumble, dedication to the transcendent mission, along with an absence of critical scrutiny, kept investors and employees from seeing the truth until it was too late. Former Secretary of State George Shultz even continued to support the organization and its unproven founder over his own grandson, who was a key whistleblower in exposing the $9 billion fraud that Theranos had become. An overlooked lesson from cults is that they actually get some things right. They offer mission, purpose, motivation, and community. The stuff that CEOs, community organizers, and leaders of all kinds crave. It's usually not the leader's charisma that pulls people in. More often, it's the big, compelling goal that convinces to dedicate their lives to the cause, even when the rules are restrictive or the situation starts feeling off, or despite the leader's obvious flaws. Followers might question the leader or some of the group's practices, but as long as the mission remains strong, they stay committed.
That mission, the mission, I'm telling you, the mission, Prabhupada's mission, this 10,000 year golden age, Chaitanya's golden age, the Sankirtan, this Raganuga, or whatever you want to call it, this Bhakti Yoga, this every town and village. This was a powerful mission that trapped all of us. Getting us to get people to go out on the street and beg with books, and airport and all of that, and get in a bus and travel around with a bunch of freaks eating rice eating rice and doing all that. I mean, that's got to be a heavy duty brainwashing about the mission. We got to get these books out there. We got to go to every town and village. Everybody's got to get a book. We got to talk to everybody. It's friggin' and it gets done. That's what these cults do. They're so good at it. And when I think about it now, when I listen to these freaks preach, whether it's this Gora Hari guy or Hridayananda or any of them, it's the same bullshit. I hear this such bullshit. I cannot believe I was there listening to it, and it boggles my mind that I was there, and I was like, wow, what a great lecture. Oh, it's so transcendental, and then that, and now I listen to it, and it's such bullshit. It really blows my mind. Okay, here's another one by her about groups, cults, groups, and leaders. Okay.
So I got myself a D&D
It's a commercial.
from
Hold on.
myheritage.com, and I've got to say,
Today, for Devotions with Daniela, we are reading from the second book of Daniela, The Culting of America. This is about the transcendent mission in cults, the thing that they use to keep you. Janja Lalich describes a transcendent belief system as a system of thought that explains past, present, and future. It is transcendent in the sense that it looks to, indeed predicts, a radical change, either progressive or reactionary in the social order. It not only holds forth a utopian vision, we're going to make everything perfect, but it also offers the actual means by which to get to the new world. And this is what we observe in what I call missionizing or weaponizing the mission of cults and companies alike. A desire to create radical change and a path through which to do so. That path being membership in the organization. And I also just like to always emphasize that the worldview of a cult and the mission of a cult are separate from the cult itself, right? No, all religions are not cults, and no, everything with a mission is not a cult. But almost any worldview and almost any mission can be used to radicalize you and control you. And once a group believes that its mission and the group itself is exclusively virtuous, the question of good groups comes up a lot, it opens itself up to risk in ways its members may never see coming. One particularly powerful draw of cult belief systems is their promise of transcending death, or achieving a new and improved life beyond this one. The idea of conquering mortality holds universal appeal. Who wouldn't want the chance to live forever, or at least have a shot at?
And this is what this is what I find. This is what I find. I'm not the only one. This is what I find very disturbing about cults and these people that change your worldview, control these, can control people. It's dangerous mind control, and they can get these people to do almost anything. And in many cases, they can get them to do anything. They can get them to do anything. We see it all the time. We see these cults, these Islamic cults, these Taliban, ISIS type cults, people blowing each other up, bombing, suicide, all kinds of crazy things. We see Waco, we've seen Jonestown, we've seen even recently I've shown these things. A weird cult leader died, and they put her in a bed and put Christmas lights around her, and they're praying to her, and it's some weird ass shit. That's not normal shit. Nobody grows up like that. They take over. these cults, it gets in their minds like a virus. And they don't even know. They don't realize. We didn't realize. They're so caught up on this mission that they're right and virtuous and righteous, and we're going to live, and even if I die, I'm going to go back to Godhead, and if I die in the service of the Lord, then, hey, that's the greatest thing ever. I remember when I was in Vrindavan, I got sick the first time. I thought I was, seriously, I thought I was going to die. I'd never been that sick before. And here I've got Radha Kunda and Krishna Kata telling me, well, if you leave your body in Vrindavan, that's the best thing. It's like, what are you, insane? And of course I believed it too. Like, well, if I die here, but I didn't want to die. They're like, hey, so what? And like, they didn't give a shit. Seriously, I mean, yeah, you feel the same way about the lectures and the scriptures, and you can't believe that you were right there with them. I can't believe it. I just boggles my mind.
Better existence after this one. It taps into fundamental human fears and desires, giving people a reason to endure the hardships that come from being in a closed group, in a high control group and a closed group. This promise becomes a compelling force that cult leaders skillfully use to keep members engaged and willing to sacrifice. And remember, you always have to be striving for something in order to be willing to sacrifice. It can never be good enough. It can never be completable. The mission serves as the bait, the initial draw that hooks people in, especially when it's framed as noble or life-changing. This is why when cults like Alcoholics Anonymous or many others, the Mormons say, but we do good things. Oh, okay. So does almost every cult. The Children of God loved to brag about how they did more charity work than the Salvation Army, another group that is also a cult. Most of the large cults tend to have a public-facing mission that is either political, religious, or charity-based. It's a way of distracting. It's also a way of bringing people in.
That's what I say about this ISKCON and their food for life, and they're passing out food to school children in India or wherever. And like, we give away food. We feed children. And like, so what? Like, nobody's feeding children? You're only feeding children so you can snatch them up, stick them in your Gurukula like you did those two homeless kids. How many other homeless kids do you snatch up, stick in your Gurukula? Runaways and you know, who knows, man? That makes me think, like, how kids go missing in India, they end up in did you check the Gurukula? They're probably brainwashing your kids. Fucking disgusting, man. They all think that way. They all think that way. They think that they got the answer. And they're better, and they're this, and they're that. It's disgusting. I see that too. And I saw that when I was kind of becoming more and more disillusioned with Prabhupada and ISKCON and Yashoda and the Ritviks. And I started to see like how kind of mean and nasty devotees could be, especially when they're preaching, like out preaching with people, and they get into these arguments about the books and arguments about Prabhupada and arguments about Jesus, and devotees can be, you know, just like this Gaurahari guy, you know, with his friggin' potty mouth and his yelling and screaming. You're no holy man if you're yelling and screaming and cussing and swearing like that. And that's kind of how I felt with these guys, losing their cool and yeah, false prophets, false messiahs will appear, con artists, snake oil salesmen, It's been going on forever. It's been going. It's been going on forever. Here, I want to just finish up a little bit more with her.
For Jim Jones, it was creating a racially integrated community. And for Theranos, it was transforming medical diagnosis and reducing pain. On the surface, those missions sound meaningful, admirable. In reality, the leader's true intent is often more about personal gain, power, or control. Yet the vast majority of cult members genuinely believe they are working toward a higher purpose, whether that's racial harmony or preparing for the apocalypse. Ted Patrick, former community relations consultant to California Governor Ronald Reagan in the 70s, and a key figure in the era of snatch and grab deprogrammings, back when the country was still deciding if it was acceptable to forcibly remove people from groups deemed cults, once described his near recruitment into the Children of God this way. With the exception of David Berg, the leader, and a few of his close associates, the people doing the brainwashing in Children of God are themselves true believers. This manipulation, which the group's members themselves commit, is often worlds apart from the cult's hidden agenda. It shows just how effective cult leaders are at using noble sounding causes to draw people in and keep them trapped. It's a stark reminder of how easily a good sounding mission can be twisted to serve a much more self-serving purpose.
And I'm sorry, but I have to. I'm sorry, I have to say hello to Ghana. Hey, Ghana, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to see you in here. When even today, I'm still shocked sometimes. Not shocked, but I guess I'm slightly surprised when I come across a new quote or a new statement or from Prabhupada where he's talking about child marriage or underage children or something controversial that I didn't hear before. So much of it. It doesn't matter if Chaitanya's teachings don't match what Prabhupada has done. It's all rigged from the beginning. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. They were scamming in Chaitanya's time. They were scamming back then. The scamming is nothing new. This guru worship and this God-man worship and this surrendering to a guru and all this is nothing new. Now, Prabhupada turned it into like a business. Prabhupada turned it into like a worldwide thing with ISKCON, with giving out guruship to anybody who, any Hervey, any Hugh Turvey, any Brian Tibbetts, any Robert Grant, or whoever these guys are, fuckers. Salvation Army is a cult. Yeah, she's the cult expert. Not I'm a Hare Krishna expert. She talks about Salvation Army. She talks about Alcoholics Anonymous, Mormons, Jehovah's Witness. She talks about all of them. She knows her stuff. Absolutely. Okay. So okay, we did that. So I wanted to let me do a little bit of this real quick because I want to get caught up with this guy. All right. So, so a couple things about this this dreamer pod who was coming in here and just being a jerk.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
So, after the last stream that I did, where he was in here and he was, just being himself. I guess he deleted everything. Uh, little Willie, uh, little Willie, little Willie. Okay, so his old channel where I was getting when I was watching him, so he's not on there anymore. He went somewhere else to some other. My sound is off. My sound was good. I was checking it and it was good. I don't know. I hope it's okay. Um, okay, yeah, because I just checked it and I made sure it was good. So he okay, so what he did was he went he made a new he's got a new channel, uh, and he was on there. I guess a couple of you guys found it. I guess because I told you guys, go visit him on his channel. I mean, go see for yourself what he has to say. Go see for yourself. Hear his potty mouth from him. Hear his preaching from him. Go ahead and just go and check him out, and you got everybody make up your own mind. Well, I guess he didn't like that because he hasn't. He went somewhere else. He created another page. Okay, fine. But what is that all about? I thought you were the Acharya. You were the book Bhagavat, the person Bhagavat. You were doing God's will, or you were giving Krishna Prem to the world is so important. Your mission is so important, but you don't want anybody to see your preaching. Where you go off and he had another one. He had another meltdown where he was doing
You're a
this.
fucker, man. You're fucked up, motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. How you're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
Yeah, Duke. Good to see you, Duke. So I hope the sound is not off. Tim, good to see you here. So so he had another meltdown. Easy Market. Easy Market was in there talking to him. So I get you. Some of you guys found him over there. But more importantly, though, I got to say, more importantly than that, what happened to this guy? I got to find this other video. Hold on. Let me see. I'm sorry. Here, okay, watch this. Watch this. If this isn't crazy enough,
Kill me. Let him kill me. Let him bring me in his trouble. This is the troubled water I want to swim in. This is the troubled water, not from this world. Namaste, Guru Maharaj. Prabhupada Deve. Koravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Suyavani. Sachadeja Tarine.
sound get off? Oh, because I'm sorry, my sound was off. Okay, I want you to watch Freddie here. He was swearing at you today. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my sound. I guess because I stopped it in the middle of her blubbering. Okay. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. I wanted to get help. I really wanted to get help. I have sound now, though, right? There's sound now. I have sound now. Okay. I want you to watch Freddie here. I want you to watch what happens. I want you to watch what happens with Freddie.
Stond dus daar, man. Srivas, die gore vector frita chaya.
Now you can tell you can hear me, right? I have sound. You can hear me. My sound is on, right? Okay. You can tell that he is trying not to laugh at her. You can tell he's trying not to laugh at her. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's got this smirk on his face. He's trying not. He knows this is crazy. He knows that she is. He knows this is not real and it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, he's stunned and he's stunned at her. He's like, what the hell is going on? Even he you can't tell me that he thinks this is normal. You can tell by the expression on his face that he knows that she's nuts. He knows this is fake. He knows this is nuts. Yeah, when you know, you know,
nobody fucks with the Jesus.
when you got Jesus yelling at you, you know that's not good. You know that's not good. Well, this is. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Duke. I believe it's cuckoo's nest. She has convinced herself that this is real, that this is what she needs to do to love God and to be on another level, spiritually advanced, so she can feel special. Obviously, she's more advanced than Freddie, right? I mean, seriously, I know it sounds funny and we're making fun, but seriously, she's more advanced than Freddie. She can't control herself. Supposedly, she can't control herself. She's laughing and crying uncontrollably, but he knows it. He knows it's full of shit. Yeah, because he knows the truth. He knows. I exposed him, but this is funny. So he was preaching about how Mike doesn't understand about dreams and about Prabhupada coming to him in a dream. It's all because I don't understand about dreams. And he said he's proud of his dream. He said he's proud of his dream. He says, I'm proud that I had a dream and that Prabhupada came to me in my dream. And I should declare it all day, 25 times a day. I should declare that I had a dream. Well, that's okay, dude. You don't have to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, okay?
He didn't have that dream. I did.
Yeah, you had a dream. Yeah, we know you had a dream.
Well, isn't that special?
It's special. It's very special. And of course, he does like to. He's not in control of anything.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up, motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. How you're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
Are these people thinking that they need to laugh and cry and act a fool? And if that's, he, like Prabhupada, he's brainwashed. He's brainwashed them. She said they're above the books. It's a new level, yet they use the books. Yeah, she says she's above a lot of things, but yet she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know what initiation is. She doesn't know what a Brahmin thread is or a Gayatri. She doesn't know. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't even know what's in Prabhupada's books. And this is exactly what Prabhupada means when he says they want to jump over, because he's never been ordered by his guru, so he's got to jump over. He's jumping over his guru, which is Tamal. So he's jumping over his guru, and Tamal's already dead. So he killed Tamal, and then he's killing Prabhupada by saying Prabhupada's books, what he's teaching is beyond Prabhupada's books. He's a full-on con artist. He's a full-on con artist using Prabhupada to scam these people. And this is him doing the same thing. This is him doing the same thing.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Oh God.
They're fucking nuts. Okay. I got to show you this one other one here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find. Yeah, here it is. I found it. Is okay. What is this? I know he had a dream. I know he had a dream. It's just these people are nuts, and I'm surprised he's able to convince these people. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. I think he is being monitored by YouTube. He's not putting up videos up. Yeah, he streams and then he deletes them, and he streams and he deletes them, and I don't understand how is that preaching? How is that spreading the word? How is that spreading the word? He's just going on there so that he's not even preaching love of God to the world. He's just going on there so they can all glorify him. Glorify him, send him money. And that's the scam. That's what I'm saying. He ain't doing nothing for nobody out of the goodness of his heart. He's preaching, he's bringing love of God to the world, to every town and village. But fucking bullshit. He's such a scammer. He probably is. He probably is listening right now. He can't get enough of me. He can't get enough of me. But
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
that's it, because he's just a dreamer.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
Yeah, this is just sad. Well, wait till you see this, because she's not the same. They're not the only one. Look at this one. Look at this guy.
They simply try to console me, repeatedly saying, "Dear friend, be patient." I say, "My dear friends, you're asking me to be patient, saying that Krishna is an ocean of mercy and at some time in the further he will accept me." However, I must say that
And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of people in ISKCON that are suffering in a very similar way from all this brainwashing, this Stockholm syndrome, this mental abuse, this spiritual abuse, this spiritual blackmailing, the manipulation, the coercion, convincing people they got to act crazy to really love God. You got to act like a total nutcase. It's such bullshit. And these people believe it because they want it to be true. They want to be on a spiritual path. They want something to believe in. They want something. They want to be a Vaishnava or they want to be a Hindu. They want to be something. And I understand it because I was there. That's why it hurts so much to see this. I was there. I know what it's like to think you're on a spiritual path and find out you're being deceived. It's not a pleasant thing. This is not. That interaction between Lalita and that Fred perfectly captures an interaction between a Raganuga Brahmin and a so-called Mayavadi Advaita Brahmin during the 16th century. Probably, I mean, monkey see, monkey do, yes. Just like they did with Prabhupada. they didn't know anything about Gaudiya Vaishnavism. All they knew was they read Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita. His Bhagavad Gita I don't think it was even finished yet. Hayagriva was still working on it. They're just following this stinky little Indian guy around. Believing in him. And they started chanting, they shaved their head, they put on this friggin' stupid shit. It was all monkey. It was fake it till you're Vedic. And they convinced themselves, Kirtananda convinced himself he went nuts too. They're all nuts. He went extra nuts. Like this Gora Hari freak.
I must say that this will not console me. My living entity life is very flickery. It's like water on the leaf of a lotus flower. Who will?
It's the same crap that we heard. It's the exact same crap that we heard. My life is like a drop of water on a lotus leaf. It's just balance tip tilting. At any moment, it could just win. It's the same shit. That's why I'm like, don't insult my intelligence telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, or I didn't listen to the right guru, or I don't understand Prabhupada's books because I'm not surrendered, or I don't understand that. Fucking take your gaslighting, shove it up your ass. I believe Prabhupada came to Willie in a dream. Prabhupada left his movement with 11 criminal drug sex perverts. So 45 years later, he gave his movement to little Willie, a criminal drug sex pervert. Yeah, I you know, what makes little Willie any different than Kirtanananda or Hamsaduta or Brahmeshwar or Hari Kesh or Harvard dumbass? What makes him different than those guys? Well, those guys were initiated by Prabhupada, and Gaur wasn't. Someone probably reported the language. I didn't report any language, but I didn't even know you could do that. Bringing the delusions of God to the world, yes, and causing mental harm, and that's what Prabhupada did. And Prabhupada, these people. It's not just this guy. I did a video where that girl was doing the same thing, and I showed a video where this girl is. She's doing the same thing Gaurahari's doing, pretty much. They're using Prabhupada's books. People get hooked. They can't write a book and to hook people in, so they use Prabhupada's book and hook them in, and then say, "I just, I'm the next guy." Prabhupada came to me in a dream. Do you believe that? You know how lucky you are. Prabhupada's dead, but you know what? He did come to me in a dream. What do you think of that, church lady? Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't that special?
How stupid how stupid you think I am? So I'm not this guy. I'm definitely not this guy.
Who will live long enough to accept Krishna's mercy?
There you go. Blowing the nose. They all got to blow the nose. That just blows me away. You got to blow the nose, man. That would be the reason for the private channel. I guess if you got to preach in private, it's not really preaching now, is it? It's more like indoctrination. That's what it really is. What does it say? He has some kind of a power, but so do hypnotists and Tai Chi masters. It's a mind control technique. Just give up. Yeah, he's using Prabhupada. They've already given up. They've already given. They're already given over to the Chaitanya, Krishna, Prabhupada. They've already turned themselves over to that, and he just comes in and scoops them up. Just like Narayan Maharaj and these, because he's not really out distributing any of his own books. He's not out distributing books or opening temples or doing any preaching anywhere. They find him through devotees that have already found him, and they go, "Hey, did you hear about this guy? Like I found, The public's not going to find this guy. That's why I said more strangers know about him through me than know about him through him. He's not reaching anybody, especially if he's going private. That's just indoctrination. That's not preaching. Hey, yeah, welcome back. Gary says welcome back. Hey, welcome back. So, okay, yeah, so a humble and contrite heart pleases God, self and others, not hyper crazy, manic bullshittery. Yeah, I'm not preaching anything, so I'm not trying to be anything. I'm not a holy man. I'm not trying to be a holy man. I'm not trying to prove that I'm a Swami. I'm not trying to prove I have love of God. I'm not trying to teach love of God to anybody. I'm not trying to fool anybody with some kind of mystic power or any cities or middies or moodies or whatever the fuck. But there was, where did I see this? Where Prabhupada, I don't know, too many strands in the old duder's head. I can't keep track. But I wanted to get to, I had one thing about Prabhupada, but I can't, I must have lost it and I don't have it. But I want to get to this Raghunath. Okay, so this Raghunath, first I'm going to read uh, threatening language. Yeah, he was using some language towards me. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but he popped up on my thing. His new thing. I guess I watched so many of his videos. The algorithm is like, hey, here he is. Here's your buddy, and I was like, oh, and he was live, and I was like, oh, he's live, is he? On a different account. I was like, oh, and so I went in there, and I don't know who was in there, but he was cussing and swearing at me. And he was saying, go ahead, Mike, clip this. I want you to clip this. And he started swearing and yelling. It's just all kinds of crazy shit. And I saved it, and then he deleted it, and it's gone. But anyway, yeah, it was all kinds of vulgar stuff, man. And the trouble with Vaishnavas is they teach very little of Buddhi. If they did, these folks would not be crying and laughing when reading verses. But it's so fake. It's so fake that it's laughable that they want us to believe this. They want us to believe it. Now, I'm not saying that they're not getting emotional. You know, you can get emotional. I was sitting at the beach the other day, talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling him a story about something that happened. I don't even remember the story now. I don't want to tell it because I'll get sad. I was telling him a story. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it was about something about my mother or my father or when I was little. And I was remembering something, but I was getting choked up. I was getting emotional because it was an emotional, I don't remember what it was, but I was getting emotional. My throat, I was getting a lump in my throat, and my voice was cracking, and I was telling him this story about, maybe about when my mother got sick or something. I don't remember what it was. But I was getting emotional. I was like getting all... And I had to like stop. I had to say, I talk about something else, man. I said, that's enough of that. That was it. So it's not like you don't get emotional about something. I can believe that, this guy, can get emotional about something. Do I believe he's having ecstatic symptoms of Raganuga Bhakti, this Krishna Prem in the heart, and he's an associate of Lord Chaitanya, and he got this from this dreamer guy? No, I don't believe that at all. Do I believe he's crying, thinking about Krishna? Maybe he's thinking about something. He's crying, he's getting emotional because he's in a state. Probably, like I said, my friend Radha Kun started crying in Vrindavan. I didn't believe it was real. Not real like real. I didn't believe it was real like real. But he got a little emotional, like maybe like I did at the beach, and he started crying a little bit, man. That's but time for a yerba mate ritual. I better get your bell. Here, I'll ring a bell for you. Here you go. Yeah, you can't act like this, like these crazy people, and then say that you're a swami and you're in control and you're a guru. Because you're supposed to be in control. If you're a guru and you're in control and you're in an advanced stage, you're supposed to be able to do this Raganuga inside, and not. That's why Prabhupada says these guys are a bunch of charlatans and fakers. They're doing it just to do it and make you think that they're on another level, and that's it. And I'm gonna tell you, I agree with Prabhupada. I agree with him on that. I was at the library and picked up a copy of Krishna and Jesus by Kirtananda. He was good at pleading both, far better than Gore Willie. Yet he was a murdering, sick pedophile. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are good at debating and arguing. You know, you can learn how to debate and argue anything like Socrates. It didn't matter what side he took, he was going to win. That's just the way he was so good at arguing, he'd win. If people were to watch their mind and become the knower or observer, they would leave the movement. If people really were really feeling love of God on another level, they wouldn't need this. You know, he's right about that. If he can have a dream and understand the highest stage of love of God, I can understand it without a dream. That's it. If he can understand it with a dream, I can understand it without a dream. Just as much, if not more. I can understand God more than he can, and I don't need a dream. And he can't prove I don't. And if he accepts his dream, then he's got to accept me too. He has to. He can't say he had a dream and then, but you can't. You can't. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, he should. But you see, that's the thing, is he can't control himself. He's not in control like Harvard dumbass and Brian Tibbetts and Bhakti Vikash. Even this pod guy controls himself and he doesn't come in here. He doesn't challenge me. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say I'm full of shit, I'm a liar. He doesn't call me a blasphemer. He doesn't say fuck you, Mike, and this and that. Yashodananda, and he knows me. Yashodananda doesn't come in here and say anything. He doesn't come in here and go, oh, you, fuck you, fuck you. I mean, they could. They could. But I wouldn't expect them to. I don't. I think they have too much self-respect, some dignity, and they're like, fuck this Mike guy. Who the fuck is he? And they're right. I mean, I mean, in their world, if they believe in the bullshit that they say they do, then they shouldn't give a fuck. Very low chance of that happening, because the first thing ISKCON does is label authentic spiritual practice as Mayavadi and fill people with a sense of, yes, I agree with you 100%. I totally agree with you. That's why I say it's spiritual blackmail. It's spiritual manipulation, spiritual blackmail. It's of the worst kind. Really, it is. They fill your head with that Mayavadi crap and yeah, the only one was that Chandrasekhar. He tried to fuck with me, and then somebody told him, said, you don't do that. Somebody told him, said, don't do that. Don't lower yourself. That's basically, those people are low vibe. Those people are low vibe. Don't lower yourself to their level and engage in that. That's yeah, Bhagavad Gita teaches control. He's got no control. And I guess that was part of the whole scam of exposing the whole scam is, exposing him as a dreamer, exposing him as he's not preaching from Prabhupada's books, exposing his disciples as not knowing anything either, exposing that he's not in control of anything, that he, and a lot of this we discovered just in the last few months, that he has sex with his disciple. He asks them for money. They got to come up and spend. I mean, seriously, he should be proud of all this. If he's a preacher, and he's Guru Maharaj, and he's Srila Gaura Haridas, he should be proud of all of this. He shouldn't be hiding and deleting his videos and cussing me out and then deleting them and doing all of that. Yeah, he deleted a bunch of stuff. He deleted the clip where he told you that Krishna could act like a big asshole in his pastimes. So he can act like one too. He said this thing. I think we were watching it together when he said, whatever's in your mind, that's Krishna. And I'm like, that's not what Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says Krishna is in your heart. Krishna is in your heart. It's not in your mind. Your mind is your mind. It's not Krishna. He just says whatever the fuck he wants. And that's why he deletes his shit. Because I said, go watch him. Go watch him and listen to him. I ain't afraid of anybody getting entangled in his shit. I'll reel you back. I'll reel you back in. Hope little Willie comes into today. Did you get a copyright? I didn't get a copyright strike, but I got a blocked in certain countries. I think I'm right. I think I'm right on, man. I think I am. He thinks he's. Yeah, let's take a look just for the fun of it. Where is he? Here you go. Yeah. Imagine you're a Krishna parent. You find your daughter watching Gaura Hari. I think they would report the channel for bad language. Yeah, can you imagine? I read these things where people say, "Oh, my friends like Paz got involved with the Krishnas, got involved with Hare Krishna. He ended up in India, and now who knows where he is, Gita Nagari or I don't know wherever he is." Can you imagine your friend, instead of them saying, "Oh, my friend is hanging out at the Krishna temple," can you imagine somebody telling you, your friend telling you, "Hey, I found this Gaura Hari guy on the internet. He's really good. He's this Krishna guru guy, and I really like him. He preaches really good stuff." Can you imagine your friend doing it? He'd be like, "What? The guy with the beard, the guy with the do. Was you that guy? Yeah, he's really good. He's really good, man. He's Raganuga, man. Is Raganuga." I would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" "Oh, no. He's really good. He's really good." Hey, Aviator Lochan, good to see you, man. Good. I'm glad you stopped by. Blocked in Mexico. I think I'm blocked in Russia. Yeah, okay. So now we got him out of the way. So he's teaching this mental illness. He is teaching mental illness, okay? He's teaching people to overstimulate their limbic system and have delusions and who knows what else. Hey, yeah, I can see your comments loud and clear. I can see, let me see. What do we got? Yep, I can see. Unga! Yeah, unga. So this guy's running. Okay, let me get back over here. This is from the pod page. Okay, it says right here, Vrindavan, Bannon, Parker, all AC Bhaktivedanta Swami. Will you help get Raghu into his new home? He has a home in Hilo, but a major effort is now underway to relocate him to Honolulu. We already found a new home for him here in Honolulu, but we need your help in finalizing the logistics of his move. No, we ain't starting a GoFundMe, etc., but we are requesting you and yours to vote Raghu for Hawaii State Governor. Once elected, Raghu will move into his new mansion at Washington Place in Honolulu, and he can do his service as Hawaii's leader, secure, safe, and from a place of serenity. The whole group flipped the double bird so culty, they all under his spell. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Rade was in there. I believe he's dangerous. I believe he's dangerous. I do. He's not good for your mental health. He's not good. Yeah, retards are us. Mental Incorporated. Yeah, I believe he's not good for your mental health. Yeah. Do you know this? Do you know this, Raghu? So I okay. So let me read. Let me get back over here. So it says. So Pod says, Raghunath is an ex-coolie with a lot of info on the disaster stories of what happened to the ISKCON kids, including himself and his compadres. One ex-coolie tried to stab him to death from the Mims family, and the Mims family is another series of dysfunctional disasters. I don't know anything about that. I don't know if that's true or not. That is Pod saying that, and I didn't even know that was coming up. Okay, it does not seem like a lot of the gurus simply wanted loyal people, and they had little concern what those loyal people did in their personal lives or how it impacted the kids involved. Their dad, Ramachandra Mims. Okay, I don't know about this Ramachandra Mims guy. He says, this is Pod speaking. Ramachandra Mims told me that he was very worried about his next life, since he had performed many dark deeds for Rameshwar. So he became very depressed and then became a hard drug user and placed his family into a very bad situation. Okay, so he goes on. He says, and the very sweet and beautiful young daughter later died in an alley in Los Angeles. I can imagine which alley. Maybe drugs and so on. She had a hard life. If he doesn't know if it's drugs, he shouldn't mention that. You didn't say maybe drugs. Maybe it could have been anything. Maybe it was rabies, but you don't know, so you don't put that. But okay, so that's sad. Rafal, hey, good to see you. Yeah, I understand. You got to watch on the replay though. So he goes on. He says, so we're talking about this guy running for governor, but. Pod is going to just make it about himself. He says, so I really feel bad for all these kids who were supposed to become Vaikuntha children, and some of them told me we were in Auschwitz for kids. Okay, the diametrical opposite of Vaikuntha. They fell from heaven to hell in short order. Does that make sense? I mean, does that really make sense? Some of these kids now favor me. Some of them hate me, but I don't mind being hated because that is the collective karma all of us adults deserve because we failed collectively to help and save these kids. I'm gonna say, yeah, in a way, yeah, we all did in a way. I did with my daughter. I put her in harm's way. That was my fault. I take responsibility for that. But I let her leave and then I left, and now I'm speaking out about it. This Pod guy, he's still in it. He's still promoting Prabhupada. He's still promoting these books. He's still promoting this bullshit. So he's not helping these kids. He's not helping. He's not saving anybody. He's not helping anybody. As much as he thinks he did. He goes on. He says, Pod editor did something at least, helping the victims make a lawsuit. He didn't help anything. He didn't help with, what did he do in the lawsuit? He gave testimony that wasn't even used in the proceedings. He didn't do anything. He notified some kids and let them. He didn't do anything. He says, and Raghunath helped the lawsuit and recruited other victims for the case. So we both ended up as enemies of the deep state guru regime for different reasons. And then he just goes on to make this all about him and what he did for the kids. But he didn't really do anything for the kids. He goes on, he says, rather oddly, when I was helping the lawsuit in Texas, Narayan Raj was in Texas yelling at my people. He doesn't have any people. There's none of his people. He says then a bunch of kids ran off to Narayan Raj thinking he was their hero savior. And so then he goes on, and then he says, okay, in any case, I hope Raghu can build himself into a functioning position in the so-called mundane society, maybe as governor, because he deserves to have some sort of relief from all the kerfuffle he experienced as a Krishna kid. Now, does that make sense? He deserves to be governor of Hawaii because he had a hard time in the Krishnas. So he should be the governor of the state of Hawaii, in charge of, I don't know how many million people live in the state of Hawaii. And his qualification, according to Pod, is, well, he was abused in the Hare Krishnas, so he should be rewarded with the governorship of Hawaii. You tell me that's not insanity. Anyway, and then he says, if anyone has the means to help his cause, that would be nice. Good luck with your run for office, Raghu, Prabhu. I wish you and yours all the best. So there we got another Krishna freak trying to get into politics, trying to run for governor, no less. If that's not delusional, I don't know what is. Dirty deeds done, dark dirty deeds, and the Thunder Chief. Hey, Bobby Brooks, good to see you. Glad to see you're here. Yeah, he fired Gabbard. Yeah, but she's still a Krishna nut, and she's still going to be influential in politics. And we're going to end up with more of these Krishna freaks in politics because of her. We're going to have more Krishna freaks in politics because of her. So now we got this. So now we got this Raghu guy. Here he is. I'll show you this guy. There is his picture there. He's got something, it says Rupa. So he's still a devotee. He's still a Hare Krishna. It says John Gouffre, I think that's how you say it, Gouffre. John Gouffre was born in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. He earned an associate degree from Bhaktivedanta Gurukula in 1984. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he graduated? Because I don't know that they give out an associate degree from the Gurukula in 1984. I don't know what that means. I just don't know. He says his career experience includes being an author of economics, an author of economic books, a landlord, and a real estate agent. He has been affiliated with Raghunomics. So basically he's a scammer, okay? If he'd written a book about economics, they just put the name of the book. He was the author of Raghunomics, a vision for the future, or Raghunomics, whatever the name of the title of the book is. You don't just put, he's an author of economic books. What economic book? Okay, I don't know. That doesn't sound like he's qualified to be governor. If he, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I would be campaigning against this guy. These Krishna freaks are aiming for big positions in the parliament, just like how the Muslims did in London. Yeah, these Krishna freaks are looking to ride the coattails of this extremism because they're extremists. So they're like anti-abortion, they're anti-this, anti-that. They're not with women's rights. They're not with any. They're not with medicine. They're not with science. They're not with. It's a slow takeover. Yes, I agree. It's like a lethal injection taking its time to work slowly because a big impact later on. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. We gotta let him know they're not welcome. He needs to be confronted about his Krishna shit, and then let them know that if you're associated with these Krishnas, we reject you. We reject you right off the bat because you believe in this racism, sexism, child marriage, pedophilia, God man worship, superstitions, demon heads eating the moon, all kinds of stuff. We reject you. You have no place in politics with all your wacky beliefs. Absolutely not. Let's just start right off with governor. Forget mayor, school board, city council, neighborhood watch. Fuck that. Let's just go straight to governor. I just want to be the governor of the 50th state of the union. Fucking insanity. Friggin' insanity. Look up. How you doing? Good to see you. I've been in a cult for 10 years that ruined my health and an abusive relationship for 4. Does that mean I get special privileges to become a government member? Yeah, I mean, just put it on your campaign thing. Your campaign slogan is 10 years in a cult, abusive relationship for 4. But 10 cult 10, domestic violence 4. But I'm 10-4. You got to come up with something catchy, Absolutely. That's the guy who's been stabbed 27 times and survived. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, so this guy, I know this guy. I mean, we're not buddies or anything, but I know who he is because he was in L.A. when I first arrived at the LA Temple. He was there, and I worked at ITV. He used to come into ITV all the time and talk with Nishringananda and talk with whoever was working there. This Gandhari girl was working there for a while, and this couple other people were working there, and this Raghunath would come in and he talked to them. He was kind of like a minor celebrity at the LA Temple. I wouldn't say minor celebrity. He was a celebrity at the LA Temple. When I first started going up there, it was like everybody knew who he was. He was Raghunath, and he was a little crazy. And I think he lived across Venice Boulevard on the other side. He lived, I think, in what they called the Spanish Building or somewhere, and he never worked. He was always scamming, doing some kind of scam. And I talked to him. I knew who he was. I talked to him many times. He told me some stories about being in the Gurukula. He told me some stories about being in India. He told me some stories about the LA Temple. Something about getting stabbed. Something about he's had some run-ins. I don't know that much about him, but why are these Hawaiian people? No, well, he's a lifer. He grew up in it. So he's from a guru. I think he was born in. I think his mother, I think, is a Prabhupada disciple. He was born in it. Yeah, they're insane, absolutely insane. And this guy's running for governor. I'm telling you, the guy's been a Hare Krishna his entire life. I don't know if he was abused in the Gurukula. I think he had his experiences. Let's say that he had his experiences in the Gurukula, and he's still in it. And he's still a Hare Krishna. He still calls himself Raghu. Yeah, probably non-accredited hours of study at Gurukula. At 65, you can go to college for free, but no credits for free audit classes. Yeah, so he's 61 years old. So he was in the Gurukula. Find the sane, sober part and start over. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you got to divorce yourself from that cult, is what you got to do. You got to get out of that cult. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think it's getting out of hand. I think it's getting out of, well, you know, this is their thing. Every religion wants to take over and push their views and or influence society. Every religion wants to influence society with, you know, controlling what you wear, controlling what you eat, controlling who can do what and when and where and with who. Come on, Gore fraud, prove it here, you grifter scammer. Yeah. Yeah, she is being exposed for her weird cult links. Yeah. And this Ragu needs to be exposed too. People need, and I'm sure they will. I think one of the, well, I think one of these opponents is going to say, "Hey, this guy's a crazy Hare Krishna. You're not really gonna listen to him, are you? I mean, demon heads eating the moon. I mean, come on. What do you?" Yeah, we don't do that here, but I'll let you slide this time. Uh, I hope you're trying to get out. Oh, wait a minute. Some people say that he was stabbed because his roommate was off his meds and he attacked 3 other people. Some people say that supposedly this guy Raghu made a move on his roommate. Okay, uh, I I vaguely remember hearing something about that, but I didn't know him that well. But now that you mention it, I do remember hearing something. His roommate didn't like the move Raghu made on him and decided to stab him 27 times. Supposedly, he survived because he was chanting the Nrsimha. Well, it wasn't because he was chanting, but he probably just got lucky. Okay, but was that in L.A. that happened? That happened in L.A., right? I mean, I remember hearing. Although I remember when he moved to Hawaii. I remember when he moved to Hawaii, then he moved back to L.A. for a while, and then he moved to Hawaii for good. I remember that. I mean, all I know is he was stabbed and survived. Yeah, I heard that. Raghu. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about his sexuality. I think he may have said something about that. I don't know. You know, it was a long time ago, but now when I saw this, it just brought back memories of this guy because I could not remember his name. I just could not remember his name. I don't know why, but I could not remember his name. And then when I saw this, I said, Raghunath, that's the guy. And hey, Jolynn, good to see you here. Good to see you here. Yeah, if you chant Gorahari, you'll laugh. You'll laugh like a mental patient. Let me tell you. I'll just tell you that. It happened in Hawaii. You know, I heard about it. I heard about it, but I don't remember when. Uh, I don't remember when, but I did hear that he was involved in something. Now that you bring it up, yeah, because well, that one devotee, he was chanting. This guy came at him with a knife, and he was chanting the Nrsimhadev mantra, and he didn't survive. He died, and so I'm not laughing that he died, but it just it happens. Okay, that's just that's just the way it is. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe you're right. Yeah, this Raghu guy. So anyway, I knew him, and this Raghunath guy, he is the guy who told my friend that he should go in and act crazy and get on get on disability. Raghunath is the one who told him to do that because he told me. He said Raghunath told me how to do it. He said Raghunath told me how to do it, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's this guy who's running for governor. I know him as a scammer. He was a big time scammer in L.A. back in the 90s. This is back in the 90s. Yeah, he's picky on who he wants to save. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's spin the bottle. This guy's a scammer. He should not be anywhere near politics. He shouldn't be in charge of anybody's life. He shouldn't be in charge of public service. He shouldn't be in charge of the state of Hawaii. He shouldn't be in charge of the city of Honolulu. He shouldn't be in charge of anything. Seriously, he shouldn't be working at a library. I don't trust this guy anywhere. These Hare Krishnas, I just don't trust them. I do not trust these guys. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have my endorsement. I am not endorsing him for governor of Hawaii. Okay, so now we have some time left. It is time to get through some of these videos. So let's.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, of imagination, of imagination, of imagination.
Yeah, so yeah, he should. If he's exposing scammers, he should know. He should be alerted that this guy is running for governor. I mean, really, everybody should be alerted that this guy is running for governor because some people might not know, and he could end up winning. I'm just saying, he could end up winning. Okay, we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen, but it could happen. Okay, so let's see. Where are we here? We got. Let's go through some of these videos. This is always fun. Hold on here we go.
More sound and colour later today as Trafalgar Square and Hyde Park will be buzzing with celebrants of the Wrath.
That was sent in twice. This one got sent in twice, so sorry about that, folks. What did you say? What did you just say here? Raghu doesn't even have a good track record. You know, that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking. Like, just from what I know, he seems like a shady, scammy kind of guy. Like, how could he get? I mean, I don't know him that. I don't know him that well. You know, people can change. Maybe no, not if he's in the cult. If he's still in the cult, then he's the same person he's always been. That's what I say. That's what I say. The devotee that jumped off the roof of the New York Temple and smashed on the sidewalk below was chanting the Maha Mantra on the way down. I was told he went back to Godhead. I never heard about that. I never heard about that. I understand why. I can understand why, but I never heard about that. It's nonstop gaslighting. Nonstop gaslighting. I learned from the most everything Gorahari. I learned about psycho-narcissistic personality disorder. Yay! Boom! 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 Yeah, absolutely. We did learn. We learned all about that. We learned all about Boom, boom, boom. Yay. Where's my, oh, I got a new one. Let's go back. I got a new one. Just real quick here.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with. I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Yeah. Doggone it. People like me. Oh, man. Okay. That was too funny. Okay. So, doggone it. People like me. Let's see. Here we go. Let me get. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Maybe this one. Maybe this one will work.
This is the base, okay? And the arm has to be free to kind of give a blow like that. Get to here, boom, all those movements, and just like again. Come on, this way, and then you're gonna go that way, yes. Capoeira, mestre Pastinha falou, capoeira, capoeira bater berimbau, capoeira bater berimbau. Right? Put your arm here.
All right, that's just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's very. That's today here where I am is Pride Parade. Because it's Pride Month, so we had our Pride Parade here, and I'm gonna just say this is very Pride like. This is very Pride like. It took me a moment to figure out what was going on here.
And the arm has to be free to kind of give a blow like that. Get to here, boom, all those movements, and just like again.
I still don't know what's going on. If anybody's got any ideas as to what is happening, AJ, good to see you here. Good to see you here. Wow, yeah, I don't know. At least they're having fun. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't know. I just don't know what that is. I'm confused. I'm just as confused. Let's see. What do we got here? What is this? Let me see. I can. No, that ain't gonna work. Okay, here we go. Where's my boom, boom, boom?
It goes boom, 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 boom. I can dance. Boom, 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 boom. Yay! You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, boom, boom. Yay! You go, lady. Boom, 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 boom. Yay!
Wow. So they got them. They built a house. They built a house. This is Brazilian martial arts dance. Okay. All right. I got it. All right. Is it transcendental? Is it is it transcendental? I really think Gaur Willie Das was either abused, neglected, or super bullied as a kid. That's why he has a hyper narcissistic need for validation as an adult. Yeah. Well, he's been doing this for so he's been doing this for like 45 years, right? He's been trying to be a guru. He's trying to be this religious, spiritual leader, guru guy for like 45 years, right? And he does. He needs this narcissist. He needs this validation. He needs to be special. He's special. He's not just an ordinary guy like you and me. Even, like, he couldn't just be an ordinary Hare Krishna guy. He couldn't be an ordinary Tamal disciple. He couldn't be just an ordinary Prabhupada disciple, Britvik. He couldn't be just an ordinary Narayan Maharaj disciple. No, he couldn't just go to the Radha Kund and follow one of these Babajis. No, he couldn't be. He had to be. He's the guru because he had a dream. Like, he couldn't even just follow the rules and regulations in ISKCON and just become a guru in ISKCON. He couldn't. He just could. He's special. He's special, man. We just don't get it.
Well, isn't that special?
He's special.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up. Motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. How you're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
No, we weren't making fun of jujitsu. No, not at all. It's so funny. I came across a live of this creep teaching kids to go sell books. They eventually went outside knocking on doors, leave the kids alone. I agree with you. That is child abuse. That's child abuse. Kids shouldn't be doing that. I don't think schools should send kids. Like, when I was in school, we had to go out and we had paper drives, we had magazine drives, we had candy drives where we had to go out and sell. We were expected to go out. We were expected to pick up product at school, like boxes of candy, chocolate bars, magazine catalog subscriptions, whatever, from school, and go out into the neighborhood and sell, knock on door. Hi, I'm selling magazine subscription. Would you like to buy a magazine subscription? I can get points. If I get enough points, I can get this cool jacket. I can get tickets to the Dodger game. You want to buy a magazine subscription? You want to buy a chocolate bar? I mean, I remember having to do that. I didn't like doing that. That, to me, I hated that. Yeah, it's 2 sheds. They got 2 sheds. So you only got 1 shed now. No, you're narcissistic. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The spat out left over. I know. That's what probably, and I saw them when I had dinner with Tamal Krishna. This is what I remember most about my dinner with Tamal Krishna. Was after we were done, they took his plate of remnants, like his orange peel and like pieces of chapati that he didn't finish and whatever else, like scraps on his plate, and Abhiram grabbed it and took it out, and I watched them, and they were like fighting over Tamal's remnants off his plate, and I was like, that's disgusting. I was disgusted by that. Eating that shit earns you spiritual brownie points. I know. It's all in your mind, though. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. Can you imagine if we all had like a little spiritual counter above our head? You could see where you are, how many points you had. You know, like I drink like Mario Kart. You know, I drink a foot fungus smoothie. You know, I got 50 spiritual karma points. You know, I eat a piece of burfi. Oh, Maha burfi. You know, and I get all these, and then you could walk out. You could see who's actually spiritually advanced. I would know. Don't tell me you're advanced. I see you got 5 on top of your head. You see what I got? I got 500, and you got 5. And you need to go chant. It's so funny. Because they feel like they can see that in you. Like they feel like you got that up top of your head, when you don't. Gorhari Fuzzy Bear concocted a very sublime, yes, Sahaja shit. Yes, absolutely. Raganuga, anything goes tattva. I'll even go to bed with my own disciple. Yeah, because I'm a guru. Prabhupada came to me in a dream. And so I heard him talking about that a devotee once asked Prabhupada, if you dream about your spiritual master, should you take that seriously? And Prabhupada said, yes, you should take that seriously. He didn't say, yeah, you could be a guru. He didn't say you could, yeah, if your spiritual master comes to you in a dream, that means you can be a Raganuga guru. Prabhupada didn't say that. He was forcing them to look up words in the dictionary as well, like what does encore mean? He goes, say it louder, like you're in a performance. Yeah, you know, the whole thing with children in the books. And I remember my daughter with books, and like she was like, we're going to go sell books on the corner, because that's what the other kids were doing. They were going to put up a little book stand on the corner and sell books. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I thought that was cool because I was a Hare Krishna, but they didn't do it. They didn't sell any. But now I'm like, you know, that's crazy. That's funny. I put our spiritual counter, our spiritual scorecard on top of our head. It said that Chaitanya proclaimed Haridas the guru of the holy name because he chanted 300,000 a day. There are only 72,000 seconds in 20 hours. More bullshittery. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda. I don't know. I think we looked at that guy or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, we got to take a look at him. That comes to about 3 chants per second. More bullshittery. Yeah, it is not. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, we did. I think we did a video. Didn't we do? We did a couple of videos with that guy, with the Bhakti Marg guy. When the videos come around, we'll definitely do it. Let's see if we have one here. I don't know. What's next on here? What is this? Let's see. Somebody doing labor and somebody watching. Pretty typical. Somebody doing something for free, obviously. What it is they're doing, I don't know. They're potatoes or something. And Maharaj over here, he's, you know, this is a good example of exploiting labor. Exploiting someone's labor. Exploiting someone's labor. Let's see. A lot of these foreign language videos. Oh boy, what is this? they don't like dogs, so they're not gonna feed the dog, I guess. Yeah, another Gorahari. You got another Gorahari there. That's what it looks like to me. Is another scammer, Gorahari scammer. Yep, I can tell already. Yep. Yeah, mantra yoga, unlock your better self. Yeah, I guess he's blocking you guys. I guess he's purging. I guess he's having a purge. So this is another. This is just another Gorahari. This is another Bhakta Duderino. Gora 2.0. Yeah. See, it's easy. It's easy to be a dreamer. It's easy to be.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
It's so easy to be a dreamer. All you got to do is all you got to do is yabba dabba do. And let's see. Let's do some more videos. Get these videos. It looks like it's the same one. I guess they let the dog in.
Simple living, high thinking. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, this is their idea. This is their idea of a good time. The simple living, high thinking, simple living is living on a farm with a bunch of farm animals and maintaining farm animals, milking cows, goats and chickens, or not chickens, but I guess goats, and I mean everything has a purpose. I don't know what the chicken's purpose is, but that's their idea: is living on a farm, building log cabins and doing everything yourself, and growing potatoes and digging up the dirt to get the potatoes out of the ground. I mean, it's just that what is that? What is, that is, it's just insane. It's just it's just insane. Gora's twin brother, yeah. It's just another dreamer. They're all dreaming. Even Prabhupada was dreaming. Bhakti Siddhanta was dreaming. Bhakti Vinod, Chaitanya, if he was real, he was dreaming. I don't know where this guy's from. I guess he's in Germany or somewhere Eastern Europe. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't have the full thing, but maybe I could be 50-50 Swami. I could be a 50-50 Swami. Are they going to have sex with that goat? I don't know, man. The goat's getting a little worried. I'm getting a little worried. The goat's getting a little worried there. They're bathing the goat. Looks like a ram or something. I don't know if it's a goat. It looks like a ram.
He's in ecstasy.
The Finland farm. Yeah, and that's another insanity. I mean, we got to have farmers to grow food and stuff. I understand that. The farmers. You got to farm to grow food. That's a business. That's an operation. That's a living on a commune, on a farm commune, and that's just your way of life. I'm just gonna go move to a farm so I can go farm. That's not. I'm not a farmer. But this is their plan: is that we're gonna have these farm projects all over the world, and eventually everyone's gonna move. Eventually, everyone's gonna end up on a farm, doing the farm life, like Alachua, Badger, New Vrindavan. These farms in Tennessee and Mississippi, these farms in Australia, these eco villages in India. This mental insanity. They think that that's the way, that's the future. It's going to be Mad Max. And Hare Krishna is going to be living on these farms. That's why all these videos they have of these farms, of these people on these farms. It's for real. This is their philosophy. It goes right along with fucking demon heads eating the moon. We're all gonna advance in society by all becoming farmers and living on a farm. It's crazy. Cows, goats, peacocks, but not dogs, because you become a dog or a cat if you. Yeah, I know. I know. It's Oh, if you become attached to your dog, you'll be a dog. You're gonna feed your dog every day. You feed your dog. You walk your dog. Chances are you think of your dog at the end of your. Remember that King Bharata or whatever, the king, the king that became friend. He adopted a deer. He had a deer as a pet, and he became attached to the deer. But he named the deer, or I forget. He became attached to the deer. He's going to become a deer in his next life. Somebody remembers that. I can't remember. Babaji disclosed his personal form in the Himalayas. He said, go, Shri, make loads of money. Yeah, absolutely. Go put your hair and makeup on. Go put some lipstick on, hot lips. Go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, each one teach one. We're all gurus. No need for foot fungus smoothies. Yeah, I mean, in today's age where everything is moving so fast and everything is just super super information everywhere all the time, and we need a Gora Hari or a Boo Boo Swami to that's going to escape the matrix through mantra meditation, or Bhakta West, or friggin' some Bhaktivedanta eco village. That's the goal of life. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You gotta be out of your mind. He fell in love with a deer. He fell in love with a deer. Yeah. I think you're referring to the king story. King Bart. Yeah, King Bart. He found a deer in the forest. He became attached to the deer, raised the deer, or something like that. He fell in love with a deer. But then there's that story. But then there's another story. No, that was the one where his son was named. He named his son Vishnu or something, and then he was a real Mike. He was a real Mike. He did horrible things. Ajamil, I think his name was Ajamil or something. Ajamila or something. And then he remembered his son when he was dying. He remembered his son because his son's name was Vishnu or something. And then the Vishnu Dudas came, and the Yamadutas were coming, and the Vishnu Dudas came, and they were like, and the Vishnu Dudas won out. I remember my stories, man. I remember my stories. Okay, I got those. I kind of got those both mixed up, but anyway. Yeah, Mohini was looking fine, man. She was like, boom, 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 boom. I got some neck. Durr. And she was like, hold on, baby. I'm coming, Beanie. That story is in the Science of Reincarnation book by Prabhupada. Yeah, man. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We're having some fun with the Krishna consciousness and these gurus. And let's see, what is the main killer of devotion? Let's see what this is. It's Mike. It's Mike as the main killer.
They are not fallen. They have not fallen. In their life, they have not slipped. They came from such a Paka family, they never drank water outside the family well. They worship Shaligram every day. They do Nirjal every Ekadasi. I can introduce you in South India to 1,000 such gentlemen and ladies. And they are as arrogant and as puffed up as imaginable. They are fallen. What is fallen? Huh? What is Krishna consciousness? Now, don't cheat and use that. Oh.
I love how these guys all think that they can decide who's fallen, who's mercy, who's this, who's that. This overblown Gorahari is nothing but another Gorahari. It's another Gorahari. He thinks the same way. He thinks he's giving love. I'm giving love of God. I'm teaching you how to love God because you don't know, and I know. I know how to love God. I ain't never loved a thing in my life, but I know how to love God, and I know that you're not doing it right. I tell you that. How do I know? The little stinky Indian man who wrote these books told me. He whispered in my ear. He said, you're not doing it right. Fucking insanity, man. Friggin' insanity. Yeah, he had that jar of honey. She was the honey pot. Mohini was the honey pot. And Mohini's the honey pot. Absolutely. All right, let's see. So my conclusion on this one is another Gorahari scammer. It's another Gorahari scammer. Gonna sit there and act like he's holy, he's special, and that he can tell who's fallen, who's puffed up, who's this, who's that, who's a demon, who's what. This guy. It's another Gorahari. Another friggin' Gorahari piece of shit. Okay, let's see. All of these guys, who do they think they are? They think that they're so special. They think that they're so special, man. They think they're like...
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness. I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with. I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
That's it, man. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a bunch of people like that. But not only do they think they're good enough, smart enough, and people like them, they think they should be worshipped and drink the water off of their feet and eat the remnants off of their plate, eat their last bit of chapati and their last little bit of a curd or whatever the fuck, their pakora scraps, the flakes off of their friggin' what do you call it? Whatever the fuck you call it, I forget. Off of their samosa remnants. Oh, what is this? Oh my god! Oh, this ought to be a good one. What is this? If Krishna was real, he would come down and kill those scamming demons pretending to be pure. Yeah. Well, yeah. Lolita is live now. Oh, should we watch a little bit of Lolita? Should we do that? Oh, yeah. Gore Willie told Natasha Bullwinkle that he was an exorcist. This from a vulgar demon guru whose head was going to spin around and vomit green soup. Yeah, he's really vulgar and disgusting. He talks about his dick. He talks about women's vagina. He was humiliating and insulting to that Radhe. Just, he's not a pleasant guy. I mean, he's just not by any stretch. That's what I say. Now I don't know what she's doing. Uh, I don't know if I can handle her. I don't know if I can handle her singing because her singing is a little. No, she can sing better than that, but I'm not listening to that. Okay, let's take a little look at what she's doing.
When devotional service is executed on the transcendental platform of pure goodness, it is like a sun ray of love for Krishna. At such a time, devotional service causes the heart to be softened by various tastes, and one is then situated in bhava, in real emotion, you know. But actually, I don't really understand anymore.
Hey,
Because
we got him. We got him in here. We were able to do it. We baited the hook. We baited the hook, and look who showed up. Look who showed up. And you know what? In honor of this guy, let's welcome. Beautiful expression of you're scamming this poor woman, this mentally ill woman, and you've convinced her that you're some kind of God man, and you're so proud of that. You're so proud of it. Transcendental mental illness. Absolutely. It's mental illness. And when the day comes and she realizes that this guy's a scammer and that he's been scamming her for the last 25, 30 years, then you're really going to see mental illness. Then you're going to really see her break down when she realizes that she's wasted the last 25 years, 30 years of her life following this fuckface around, following this fucking dancing Muppet. She's been following this dancing Muppet around. That's him. Hey, little Willie. Little Willie is little Willie. Little Willie won't. He can't stay away from me. He's got to come in here. Hey, little Willie. How come you deleting all your videos, man? How come you cuss me out and then you delete them? How come you talk all kinds of shit and then delete your videos and go run away? Why you got to go run and hide, little Willie? Huh? Why you got to go run and hide, little Willie? Yeah, she doesn't even know what she's talking about. All she can do is just repeat the nonsense that this guy says. She's got no realization. She doesn't do devotional service. She doesn't even know what devotional service is. She's got no realization about anything. She doesn't understand the first thing about Raganuga Bhakti, and neither does Dreamer Pod. Dreamer Man doesn't know anything about Raganuga Bhakti.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
He thinks that Raganuga Bhakti is so cheap that you can just start laughing and crying from reading and doing this and having a dream. That's how stupid he is. He thinks we're all so stupid that we don't know what Raganuga Bhakti is. That's how dumb he is. Why can't you accept her as she is? She likes her life. This is not healthy putting her down so much. No, what's not healthy is you. You're what's not healthy. You're the cause of this. You cause these people to act nutty and crazy. It's mental illness. You're the problem, not me. You. I'm saving people from getting involved with people like you. I know you think you're like this special guy. You think you're the spiritual leader. You think you're doing Raganuga Bhakti. You think you're doing all these things, but you're not. You're just a douchebag, man. You're just a big fucking dancing douche. He doesn't know what ecstasy is. He has no understanding of Krishna consciousness. He thinks Krishna consciousness is something that you can just do this. He thinks that Krishna consciousness is just doing this. You're deleting everything. You're deleting everything. Let's go to your, look, this is him lying again, okay? This is him lying. He lies about everything, okay? I'm just gonna show you because he lies about everything. And because he lies about everything, I have to show you that he's lying about not deleting anything. I'll show you right on his page. Because he likes to tell me that I'm a liar, right? He likes to say that I lie. Okay. So you go right to his webpage, right? Where we've been watching his videos for the last like 6, 7 months, 8 months, a year, whatever. And look, he's deleted them all. All the ones that he's done in the last couple of weeks, they're not there. He's deleted them. So then you go over to his new page, right? You go over to his new page. And he just had a live like last night. But you go over to his new page where he had his live, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So are you going to stick by your words that you're deleting nothing? Are you going to stick by that? Because I just showed that you're a liar. Now, how can a pure devotee be such a fucking liar? Hey, so you don't have them public for everybody to see, right? So you're not preaching, you're just indoctrinating everybody. So you're not doing this to save the world because you don't put because your videos aren't up for people to see them. So you're not doing this to save the world. You're just doing this so that these people can worship you and you can feel like you're something special because you're a narcissistic, malignant narcissist and you have delusions of grandeur. That's it. I've already diagnosed you and I'm not even a doctor. It's so plain to see. Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder teamed up and said that they could see it. Yeah, he'll just keep running. He'll run away. He's got like 18 different pages because once people are onto him, he's got to move on to another one. Just like your standard con artist who's got to move from town to town. Seriously. He's a con artist that has to run from page to page. Because I called him out on his one page and I said, you guys can go there and watch. And he didn't even like that because he knows he's full of shit. So he says, he's going to gaslight everybody and say, I tricked him into preaching. But he doesn't even want people to listen to him preach. That's how full of shit he is. Yeah, you wonder about a lot of things because you're an idiot. You're not smart enough to know anything. Seriously. You're just, you know, where is that? Where is? Here, this is what you do. This is what you do.
Nor can they understand the unhappiness with me. They simply try to consult me.
So where's this guy? Where's this guy? Where's this guy? Is this your disciple? Was this one of your disciples? Where's this guy?
I say, my dear friends.
Confirmed in whose books? Confirmed in whose books?
You're asking me?
Confirmed in whose books? What books? In whose books? You're so full of shit. I've already showed you where it's not in his books. I've already showed you where you're a scammer. Why don't you just go away, Little Willie? Can we just play with Little Willie again? Where's Little Willie? There it is. Let's listen to some Little Willie. We can even go. Let's watch Little Willie. Because the guy. What do you have to say, man? What do you have to say for yourself? You are a Little Willie. You are a Little Willie, and you do wear the crown. You're the big man around town. And you dance and you glance. Yeah, they got it right. They got you down, man. They really. Is that how you Raganuga? Is that Raganuga? You're so fucking stupid. He's such an idiot. I can't believe it. He's such an idiot. Go home. I know. He's such an idiot, man. Chaitanya's mercy. When a person is actually advanced and takes pleasure in chanting the holy name. Yeah, but you're not advanced. That's the whole thing, is that you're not advanced, dude. You said it. I agree. When one is advanced, but you're not advanced, you're just a dreamer. You're a dreamer.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
Like, that verse doesn't mean anything. Well, that verse just confirms that you're a dreamer, because you're not advanced. What makes you advanced? What makes you an advanced, pure devotee of the Lord? Tell me that. Tell me why anyone should accept you as a pure devotee of the Lord. Because you had a dream? Is that you want me to accept you because you had a dream? Oh, now you're going to, isn't that special? Oh, isn't that special? So you can't tell us that.
Isn't that
so you
special?
you want me to believe that you're a guru and that you had a dream, but you're not going to tell me? Seriously? So you want me to accept you as being a pure devotee, but you're not going to tell me what makes you a pure devotee. That you can't do. It's just like, just trust me, bro. Trust me. I had a dream. Trust me. That's your philosophy, and these idiots trust you enough to do that. That blows my mind. You can't explain to them. You can't explain to me, to stupid Mike, to a stupid dog. You can't explain to a stupid dog, somebody that you talk to like this.
You're a fucker, man.
A fucker.
You're fucked up.
A fucked up
man.
motherfucker.
Fucker. You're a fucking
You're a
prick
fucking
asshole.
prick and an asshole.
I hate your fucking blasphemy.
You fucking hate me, but you can't explain to me what makes you a pure devotee. I'm so fucking stupid, but you can't And you're so smart and I'm so stupid, but you can't explain to me what makes you a pure devotee? Is it your dancing? Is it this? Is this a evidence of your pure devotee? I'm supposed to believe that you're a self-realized pure devotee of the Lord because you do that? What is it? Is it because she's doing this? I'm supposed to believe you because
relationship to the Lord. That is the heaviest feeling of love.
so because she's nuttier than a fucking fruitcake, I'm supposed to believe that makes you a pure devotee? Explain to me what makes you a pure devotee. Like, just type it out. Like, type it out. No, he won't do it. He can't do it. Go ahead. Go. So you can't do it. You just can't do it, huh? Once again, defeated. Go run away, little Willie. Go run away since you can't defeat stupid fucker Mike. You're unable to defeat stupid fucker, son of a bitch, Mike. This fucking fucker, you fuckers.
You're fucked up.
Can't defeat
man.
my argument.
Fucker, man. You're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
How can you be a pure devotee? How can you be a pure devotee? Self-realized soul, and you can't explain to me, an idiot, a dumb idiot. How can you preach to the world? How can you preach to the fallen souls? How can you teach them Raganuga Bhakti? How can you give them pure love of God, Krishna Prem, in the heart? How can you do that if you can't even handle me? You can't even handle me? You can't handle me? Little Willie needs therapy, yeah. Little Willie's never been confronted with the truth. He's been able to get by for 45 years pulling this bullshit on people. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet that's more your level of intelligence. The laughing and crying of a mental patient. That's your level. That's your level of understanding because you can't do anything else. You can't write a book. You can't open a temple. You can't sell a book. You can't preach to anybody other than your fucking mental patients. You can't even defeat me. You can't even argue with me. You get scared when I ask you a question. You run off. You say, "Oh, I'm not going to put my pearls before swine," like you're some genius. If you're a fucking genius, you're so smart and genius, have all the answers, you should have me defeated by now, and you should have converted everybody in my chat. But you can't. You can't do anything. You're nobody, nothing. You're little Willie. No, I can understand perfectly. Don't gaslight me. See, you can gaslight Radhe, and you can gaslight Freddie, and you can gaslight the deaf guy that can't hear you. That's the only reason he stays is because he can't hear you. You can gaslight the deaf guy, and you can gaslight Goggles and Noodles and Yawning Man. You can gaslight them into thinking that you're explaining these high concepts of Raganuga Bhakti. But you don't fool me, and you don't fool anybody in here. No, I understand perfectly well. Mike steps on Gorahari's freaking toe. Raganuga balloon burst in flames. It's the beginning of the end of this bullshit class. Yeah, he's got his 5 people, and that's it. He can't even preach. He's got to hide and go private all his stuff. Because he doesn't want the real world to see what he's doing. He doesn't want the real world to see his foul, potty mouth, wash his mouth out with soap, his bullshit. All he does is sit there and do this.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness.
This is him.
I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with. I'm going to do a terrific show today.
I'm a spiritual
and I'm going
master.
to help people.
I'm a guru, Dave.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
And I'm Maharaj.
Doggone it, people like me.
And I'm a guru, Dave. I'm a Maharaj. And doggone it, people like me. I can cuss all I want because I'm not a spiritual master. I'm not in control of my senses. Remember? I'm not in control of my senses, but you are. You're supposed to be the man who's in control. You're supposed to be in control of your senses. You're supposed to see everyone equally. You're supposed to see, remember that verse in Bhagavad Gita where you're supposed to see the fucker and the asshole and the motherfucker and the cow and the cowherd boy. And we're supposed to see us all the same, right? The fucker, the asshole, the son of a bitch. Remember that? Remember that verse? You don't remember that verse, little Willie? Gore Willie presents with someone who did way too much LSD in his youth, and half of himself never came back. Probably no returning for him. Keep warning others of him. Yeah, I know. I just gotta keep warning people of him because he's a lost cause. I'm jealous of what? What am I jealous of? I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous of you. Think I'm jealous of you? I'm jealous of this. Is this what I'm jealous of? You can't stand Lolita's so happy. She's not happy. She's being manipulated by you. She's being manipulated by you, and she doesn't know it, and you don't know. And you know it because you're manipulating her. But she doesn't know it. She's not happy. She's not going to be happy when she realizes you're just a dreaming fraud.
He didn't have that dream. I did.
She ain't going to be happy when she realizes you're a dreaming fraud. Dude, you're not, give me an earful. You open your mouth, I'll stick my dick in it and I'll give you a mouthful. How's that? You want to suck on my dick? Open your mouth wide enough and I'll stick my dick right in it. How about that? You have a big mouth. You can suck my dick. You suck Chaitanya's dick too? You do that? Do you get down in front of the Murti of Chaitanya and suck his dick? Dude, I wouldn't put you up live. Why would I put you up live? Don't you have don't you have like 15 channels where you can spout off your bullshit? I wouldn't put your lying, scamming, scumbag, douchebag face on my channel. You gotta be out of your mind. You gotta be out of your mind. Yeah, is that a real poncho or is that a Sears poncho? Is that a real aura or is that a Sears aura? You're scummier than a scumbag. You're just a dreamer, dude. You don't even belong here. You're a dreamer. You're a dreamer. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. You enjoy the show. Yeah, it doesn't matter where he. It doesn't matter where he's just a class A idiot, man. I'll tell you. He couldn't spend any time. He's full of shit, man. He's full of shit. You know, calling me a retard is not very guru. That's not very dude. It's very undude of you. It's very unguru of you. You don't even know how to be a guru, and she's not happy. She's manipulated. She's manipulated just like Radhe is. because you're a scammer and you're not real. That's why. Once she finds out you're not real, she's not going to be happy. I know. Literally, he's hiding from me. He's got to hide. He's got to hide from me. He's got to hide. He's in his hidey hole. Oh, I'm being very undude. Yeah, go on, little Willie. Go on, little Willie. I'll give you a tea bag. How's that? I'll give you a tea bag. You want a tea bag? You know what that is? Okay. So he's got to hide from me because he doesn't want me to put him. He doesn't want me to put his class up and then critique what he's saying. That is the simple answer. That's the simplest and easiest answer. Is he's hiding from me because he doesn't want me. He doesn't want me to do this.
God that I ever had, and that is something that is developing very strongly, and that is very bodily feeling. It gives so many symptoms in the body, and especially.
Yeah, of course you do. You got people to scam. You got people to scam. You got people to scam. Go scam them. Go on, little Willie. Go on, little Willie. Isn't it funny how weak and immature Gory is in real life? Yeah, it is. It is. He sit there and say, fuck you, Mike, and fuck you, and fuck this, and fuck that.
You're a fucker, man. You're fucked up. Motherfucker, man. Fucker, man. You're a fucking prick and asshole. I hate your fucking blasphemy, Prabhu.
He'll talk like that as long as he's in Mexico. As long as he's in Mexico, he'll talk like that.
That is that he's mine, and I want to have him, and I desire for him, and I wanna steal from him. It's mine. He's mine, but it is mine.
So this is the mental illness that this guy teaches. He teaches these people to be mentally ill and disturbed, to act mentally ill and disturbed, and they do it. And this woman's been doing it for like 25 years. She thinks she's some kind of spiritual. She thinks she's spiritually advanced. That's how delusional these people are. She thinks she's spiritually advanced. This dancing douchebag thinks he's spiritually advanced. He's scamming these people. He's scamming them. He treats them like shit, like that Radhe. It's just she had to contact me. That's how she had nowhere to turn, and that you know how horrible you got to be. What a bad case you got to be to reach out to me, to get away from this fuckface. To get away from this fuckface, she had to turn to me. Okay, I'm just saying, man. The dude is he's no good. He's no good.
If you don't know the Radha Damodar party, you're going to get to see it. And you're going to find out how devotees try to do a little.
So this is Gary's. Gary, I guess Gary likes this guy. Gary, is this your guy here? Sexy Sadie, what have you done? Yeah, that's what I say about this guy. That's a great clip of the truth of what he is. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this Mahatma, he's another one. I hope he gets better. He had a heart attack or something. He had an open heart surgery. I wish him well. I wish him better health. I hope he lives long enough to come to his senses and get out of this cult and realize what he's doing. He wasted his life, but he has wasted his life, so there's really no point in him leaving now. He can't do anything. He's too old. He's not in good health. He might as well just stay and just try not to scam. Just try not to scam anybody. It's Gorsnati has to go scam his followers some more, all pretending they're more advanced than they really are. Yeah. Well, the scam is that there's no such thing as being spiritually advanced. You can be a nice person, and you can be a really nice person, and you can be like the nicest person, but claiming that you're spiritually advanced, like I'm spiritually better than another I'm spiritually better than somebody else, is kind of narcissistic in a way. It's kind of conceited and narcissistic and delusional to think that I'm better spiritually. Like, I'm better in a way that no one can see, touch, feel, explain, or anything, but I'm just better than you. I can't explain how or why or what, when, where. That I can't explain. But I think I'm spiritually better than you. I'm just spiritually better, okay? I'm more advanced. I'm spiritually advanced. It's so stupid. It just is. I'll get to it in a minute. Hot lips can trigger manic psychosis at will. I'm surprised her son, the police detective officer, isn't investigating Gora. Does her son know what she's doing and what Gora is doing to her? Yeah, not only does she, okay, look, she knows it. She knows that she's doing it. She knows she's doing it. It's not like she's not in control of that. She knows she's doing it, so she knows it's not real. The fact that she thinks the fact that she's convincing herself that she's spiritually advanced because she's faking something, that to me is disgusting. To think that I think I'm better than you spiritually because I'm faking something. Fucking the fuck out of here. I swear to God. Mahatma Das, a foot soldier. Yeah, foot soldier. That means he's scammed a lot of books. He scammed a lot of people for a lot of books. For 55 years, he's been scamming people with these books. How many people like Paz's brother did he bring in? How many people like I Look Up did he bring in? How many people like Gary did he bring? How many people did he bring in to this cult? How many children got molested because of him? How many women got abused because of him? I'm not joking, man. I'm dead serious. How much damage has this guy done in the last 55 friggin' years?
So one time, there's another story.
With his lies and his stories and his bullshit and his racism and sexism and covering up for gurus that molest little kids and covering up for the abuse in the Gurukula and not speaking out when Salochan was shot in the head. Did he speak out against that then? No. Is he speaking out against it now? No. Does he give a fuck that Salochan was shot in the head? No. He doesn't give a fuck. In fact, he's probably glad that Salochan got shot in the head. I'm sorry, I'm being serious, man. Let the chips fall where they may. Bling. Yeah, Gore Willie has to go. He's always got to go when things get tough. First he says, bring me up and I'll yell at you face to face. And then he's like, I got better things to do. I got to go. Well, fuck off then. Oh, yes, he is. He's completely sold on the guru facade. He's 100% sold on it. I don't know where you got that idea. He is 100% ISKCON GBC guru man. Absolute 100%. Ask him. Just go up and ask him sometime. He's 100%. He is company man all the way. He 100% supports these gurus. You can't be in ISKCON if you don't support these gurus. Stop kidding yourself, man. I'm not here to bash you, Gary, but stop kidding yourself. Seriously, man. You gotta just. What do we say?
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
I'm gonna do one more, guys. I'm gonna do one more. Oh boy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Live from Silicon Valley, California. This is Success Sadhana. My name is JM, and I welcome you all to a program today. The topic we'll discuss is balance from the inside out. Find your center, let everything else follow. With our speaker today, Vaish, a veteran Bhakti yogi, author, and former monk. Good afternoon, Vaish. Thank you so much for coming back on another episode of Success Sadhana.
Oh, thanks a lot, JM, for such a warm welcome. Great to see everybody. Hey, David.
This is Mr. Book Beggar. This guy has made a career of begging with books, and I'm going to tell you right now, all this is bullshit. Is just propaganda for their pedophile, racist, sexist, child marriage cult. That's it. That's all this shit is. It's propaganda for their cult, for their racism, their sexism, their child marriage, and their pedophilia. All of it. That's all it is. And it's got to be called out. That's all these guys are doing, is just promoting their racism and their sexism and their child marriage and their pedophilia and their pedophile gurus. And that's it. You don't really need to go into it anymore. That's enough. Man, that is enough. She can switch it on and off in a second. Yeah, okay, so the other day I was in there when I was watching, and I was talking to her, and I said, can you stop? Can you go for like 10 seconds without laughing and crying? And she read that. She's like, okay, can you go for 10 seconds? She's like, well, yes, I'm not laughing and crying right now. I'm doing this, and I'm not. And it was like, yeah, you're in control of it. This is not spontaneous. You're not out of control. Like you can't get through a sentence without laughing. You can't get through. You can do it. You're not out of control. You're mentally ill. You think that this is all real. It's all performance. It's all of it. All of them. Just like my friend Radha Kuhn was crying when we went to Krishna's birthplace in Mathura. And he's like, oh, I'm so fallen. I'm such a fallen soul. And he was just crying. He was having an emotional moment. But it's not any kind of transcendental ecstasy. There's no raga nuga, ecstatic symptoms of love of God, of prema, this mahabhava, that, and it just ain't. ISKCON is a fool's paradise. It is. Absolutely. And that's why a lot of them don't want to leave. That's why this guy don't want to leave. This guy can be a fool in there. He can be as foolish as he wants. With his books and his book begging and his little rocks and his little ladle and his bald head and his Sika and his Japa beads and his Kunti Mala and all his Shalagram Shila and all of that stuff. He can be a fool all he wants, and he can rub oil on his little pebbles, and he can float his little deities in the pool, and he can wear funny hats in the parade, and he can totally act a fool, and hell, he can even he can even do this if he wants.
I became in love with that word. I became so strongly in love with those esoteric depths. Repeat. Hare Krishna, everybody. Bye bye.
You could eat some paint chips and get into a state that she's in. Just eat some paint chips, some lead paint chips, and it's a performance in being under mind control. She's been taught that that's what you do when you love God, is you laugh and cry and act a fool. Now, we were taught you chant japa and you see the deities and you read Prabhupada's books and you feel ecstatic symptoms in kirtan, and you can feel ecstatic symptoms when you're doing Guru Puja, and you can feel ecstatic symptoms when you're out book distribution and all these different things, and you can see the thing. I'm gonna tell you the thing that he gets. Got to go take my sister to the store. All right, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. The salesman. Got to make that sale. They keep the followers looking outside themselves for the answers. It's total scamming. Well, it was revealing what Radhe said when she was talking. She said, "It's never enough. When is it enough? When is it enough? It's never enough. The giving the money, it never ends. The going online and chanting and acting a fool, it never ends. The glorifying him and calling him Gurudev and saying he's the greatest thing that's ever lived, it never ends." Just let go of everything, Gary. Memories, past, future. Yeah, just. Yes, he came into her heart and elsewhere. I got distracted. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Okay, I think. No! We're gonna stop.
I can't take anymore.
I can't take anymore.
I've had it with you.
This is what happens. This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? This is what happens, Larry. We Buddhists do not proliferate about anything for too long. A thought comes and goes like a life. Yep, it just comes and goes. Here one day, gone tomorrow. Yeah. I like living in a Buddhist country. I'm gonna tell you, living in a Buddhist country is way better than living in a Hindu country. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. Yeah, it's never enough because they don't empower. It's never enough because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, so it's never enough. It's just never friggin' enough. It's never enough, okay? So everybody out there, just walk away.
Just walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
But I just want to leave with this one last my final thought on this whole thing is this guy comes in here to challenge me, and to say whatever he wants to say, but then he doesn't say anything. Like, he doesn't give any revelation. He doesn't answer my questions. He just repeats the idea that he's some guru. He had a dream. We don't understand. We don't know. But he can't explain himself. He can explain that we don't understand him, but he can't explain himself. And he can say that we don't understand Raganuga, or we don't understand Prabhupada, or we don't understand this or that. But he can't explain it. But he can't explain it to us. Because there's nothing to explain. That's the bottom line, right? Right, Contentment John? There's nothing to it. You can't explain it because there's nothing to explain. Because it doesn't matter. Just be here now. Who cares about all that other stuff, right? Who cares about all that other stuff? Just walk away. Just walk away.
Walk away. There has been too much violence, too much pain. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror. Just walk away.
So, in conclusion, we learned that don't vote for this guy. Don't vote for Hare Krishnas when they run for governor. You don't want to do that. We learned that if you want to get rid of, don't vote for that guy. Don't listen to the other guy. Then that's, are we clear? Yeah, are we clear? I think we're clear.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal. Yeah. Hey, Contentment John, thanks, man. Absolutely. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. It's great. Thanks for being here. I'm going to thank everybody that was here tonight that came by. I'm going to try to fake human with the sweet fake human. AJ, Little Willie won't go home. He went home tonight. We got him to go. And, of course, Contentment John and Scam. I want to thank Scam. I want to thank Rafal for being here. AJ, I did. Gary, verbal materialism, you mean? Yep. Thank you, Gary. It's always good when you're here, man. I like when you come in, man. Duke of Squirrels, of course. Jenna Morton, Joe Lynn. Who else? Who else stepped by? Tim. Tim was here. And of course, Mantra Yoga, unlocking your best sell. Yeah, you got things to do, like scamming people. You got to go scam people. Absolutely. Yeah, thank everybody. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I want to thank you, everybody. Please, everyone, have a great day, great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening. If you're hungry, have a great brunch. Please have some great luck. Please stay out of a cult. And for all the new people out there watching, this is when you get to see me. When I was a Hare Krishna, I was a Vaidhi Bhakti. But Vaidhi Bhaktis, we experienced Raganuga Bhakti too, because we're in doing spontaneous devotional service. While you're being a Vaidhi Bhakti, you can actually perform spontaneous devotional service. So here you go, everybody. Please have a great great night, and thanks again. Here we go.
I want to ask my questions now, and I want to have my answers now. You hear?
He believes in nothing. He believes in nothing, Laboski, nothing.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.